In this video, we're looking at some of the techniques out of CHOONG JANG. You know, some of the movements here that we're exploring go kind of against the grain of what we've been doing with these understanding techniques and application videos. And I wanted to really kind of just explore, or explain is probably a better word, just some of the random techniques in here. Fingertips, arcans, knuckles, random things that, to be honest, me personally, I don't kind of really get these massively as techniques, but there's a purpose and a reason why they're in the syllabus, and I thought it was suitable to discuss them here, just so that you guys got an idea of kind of actually what the principles were. So, does the twin fingertip need explaining? Well, it's an eye poke, isn't it? How do you defend against an eye poke?
Can't really.
Dunk. That was it. Trying to eye poke me now. Doesn't kind of work. But anyway, I joke. The twin fingertip, I wanted to explain it because the eyes are a definite target area. You can kind of rake across them. You know, you can strike from different angles and lines to get temples and eye lines. Fingertip obviously makes sense just to go straight, but as a technique, it should pretty much dip at the top, as things like arcane strikes should and do. Use the gravitational force or a little bit on the back end to give you a bit more strength in position. So, and that's kind of what I wanted to explain with that one. If I use Thomas as I'm not an eye poke you do, don't worry, but I am going to throat choke you from a point of view that is going to come straight as an arcane strike. You'll know that it'll come straight as a movement there. If I'm tilting, it closes the esophagus or throat, and if you're pinching and grabbing, you can get a little bit more off with that one, as in more power and a bit more structure. Relax. Gravity's holding you to the floor, so if you're pushing up into it, you've got a little bit of weight pressing against the technique as well, so it can increase the force, and it's pretty good to go. So why did I want to use the arcane in this section? Well, I wanted to go, you know, that arcane strike, we do a similar thing in pattern moon move further up as an arcane block, upward, arcane block. We also do arcane hooking blocks. So the hand position is pretty much the same throughout, but you just use it in different lines and positions. Juche as well has a movement that comes here. So you use the arcane in lots of different ways. With the technique itself, be super careful, particularly anything around the throat. U-shaped stick grasps, U-shaped stick blocks. It's a similar hand position, isn't it? Really, there's a lot of symmetry or similarities between the techniques. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Arcane strikes, angle of attack or approach can be simpler to the twin or double fingertip strike as well. Other one I was going to talk about, oh yeah, the knuckles. This one, you know why we do knuckle strikes? It's smaller surface area stuff, isn't it? So you're looking at soft tissue area. Gebek, you've done Gebek at your grade, mate. So your middle knuckle is going to be hitting up into the soft area, solar plexus, up underneath the sternum. You can create or increase the force or power into a slightly smaller surface area. And you're striking very specific areas or zones. My issue is, of course, I do use thumb knuckles for grappling and wrestling into ribs just to get people moving so I can turn them into locks and positions. But you have to be very accurate. If I'm thinking about CHOONG JANG, this video here, when you have this inverted twin inward knuckle, obviously you don't need to know the pattern, but where would that hit? Where would you guess?
Temples.
Yeah, temples and jawline. A lot of it kind of just makes sense for me. But if you want to have it, explore with it, understand the purpose, the reasoning, smaller surface area, increased force, well, you're not going far wrong with it. I'm going to leave it there. If you do have any questions, give me a shout. I'll see you guys in the next video.